himself, apparently the branch to which he ties the rope breaks. His body drops to the rocks below, where it bursts apart. Acts 1. 17, 18. It is still early in the morning when Jesus is taken to the palace of Pontius Pilate, but tried by the Sanhedrin, then on to Pilate. Matthew 27. 1-11 Mark 15. 1 Luke 22. 66. 23. 3 John 18. 28-35. The Jews taking him there refuse to enter. They think that such contact with Gentiles will defile them. That would disqualify them from eating the meal on Nisan 15, the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, which is viewed as part of the Passover period. Pilate comes out and asks them, "What accusation do you bring against this man?" They respond, "If this man were not a wrongdoer, we would not have handed him over to you." Pilate may feel that they are trying to pressure him, so he says, "Take him yourselves and judge him according to your law." The Jews reveal their murderous intent, replying, "It is not lawful for us to kill anyone." John 18. 29-31. Actually, if they kill Jesus during the Passover festival, it will likely cause a public uproar. Yet if they can get the Romans to execute Jesus on a political charge, which the Romans are authorized to do, it will tend to absolve these Jews of responsibility before the people. The religious leaders do not tell Pilate that they had condemned Jesus for blasphemy. Now they trump up different charges. "We found this man subverting our nation, forbidding the paying of taxes to Caesar, and saying he himself is Christ the King." Luke 23. 2. As a representative of Rome, Pilate has reason for concern about the charge that Jesus is claiming to be a king. So Pilate re-enters the palace, calls Jesus to him, and asks, "Are you the king of the Jews?" In other words, have you broken the law of the empire by declaring yourself to be a king in opposition to Caesar? Perhaps to find out how much Pilate already has heard about him, Jesus says, "Are you asking this of your own originality, or did others tell you about me?" John 18. 33-34. Professing ignorance of the facts about Jesus, but desiring to learn them, Pilate replies, "I am not a Jew, am I?" He adds, "Your own nation and the chief priests handed you over to me. What did you do?" John 18. 35. Jesus does not attempt to dodge the central issue: kingship. He answers in a way that no doubt greatly surprises Governor Pilate. Morning trial before the Sanhedrin. Judas Iscariot tries to hang himself. Jesus is sent to Pilate to be condemned. The field of blood. The chief priests are not sure what to do with the silver pieces that Judas throws into the temple. It is not lawful to put them into the sacred treasury, they say, because they are the price of blood. So they use the money to purchase the potter's field in which to bury strangers. It comes to be called the field of blood. Matthew 27. 6-8. Why does the Sanhedrin reconvene in the morning? How does Judas die, and what happens to the 30 pieces of silver? On what charges do the Jews want Pilate to have Jesus killed? 127, 291. Jesus does not try to conceal from Pilate that he really is a king. Still, his kingdom is no threat to Rome. "My kingdom is no part of this world," Jesus says. "If my kingdom were part of this world, my attendants would have fought that I should not be handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not from this source." John 18. 36. Yes, Jesus has a kingdom, but it is not of this world. Pilate does not leave the issue at that. He asks, "Well, then, are you a king?" Jesus lets Pilate know that he has drawn the right conclusion, answering, "You yourself are saying that I am a king. For this I have been born, and for this I have come into the world, that I should bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is on the side of the truth listens to my voice." John 18. 37. Jesus had earlier told Thomas, "I am the way and the truth and the life." Now even Pilate hears that the purpose of Jesus being sent to earth is to bear witness to the truth, specifically the truth about his kingdom. Jesus is determined to be faithful to that truth even if it costs him his life. Pilate asks, What is truth?